4-2-1-3. People tell me so much, try this, try this, try this. I appreciate your input a lot. But it's not like I'm playing bad, man. Okay, if I'm playing bad, maybe then. But today, come on, we're playing good today. We play good this week, we play good this weekend, we're playing great, man. I don't want to change something that's been great for us. I don't want to change a winning tactic. But yeah, there's this year plenty of great formations. I prefer having two strikers. How is a 4-2-1-3 gonna help out the midfield? Maybe the cam can connect a bit more. I might end up there, perhaps. But in that case, I prefer the 4-3-3 attack, having two center mids, because I want more attacking power. The center mids attack way better than CDMs. CDMs cannot be box to box. They cannot be that. So in such case, I would then try out a 4-3-3 attack, having two center mids and one cam. But it's like, I don't know, man, it's been good for us, this one. I don't want to change when we have something good going on. And I think, man, it is many people's issue as well. They just lose one game and then change tactics. You know, sometimes it's not the tactics. Sometimes it's the game. Sometimes it is you. Sometimes it is just bad luck. Give something time. Lock in something and give it time. You must learn it. You need to practice it. It takes games to learn the patterns and the weakness and the strength of every system. It takes time. I am not locked in, chat. I might of course change very soon, but at the moment I am not changing a rank 1 tactic, that's for sure.
So if you've been rocking with me since I started making videos for FC with S24, something I've been preaching a lot is basically what Boris is saying in this video, and I commented myself on this video saying, I'm preaching what you said at the end for the last 2 FC games now. A lot of people change their formation and tactics every time they lose and don't understand that that has the opposite effect. If you constantly change your formation, you will never learn the ins and outs. You never learn what works for you. For content creators, there's always someone in the comments, chat, trying to get the creator to use the same information that they use because it gives you validation. What I mean by that is, if I make my own tactic, which usually I make my own tactics, use my own formations. If I do it and it's successful, and then let's say I send it to Inception, it's like, yo, bro, check this out, check this out. It's so good. It gives you validation. It's like, yo, that's how good my tactics are. My tactics are so good that Inception did a review of it and he liked it. Y'all should come watch my channel. Things like that. Like, people, they get validated when they get a creator to use their stuff. It also makes them feel like they're knowledgeable in the game. They need like these trusting bro guys. Like, trusting bro, the way that people this is way better than what you're playing. This is better than a 4-3-3 bracket 2. It's better than a 4-3-3 bracket 4. It's better than a 4-5-1. It's better than 4-2-4. Like, whatever you're playing, there's always someone who thinks that they have something better than what you got, and think that theirs will be the solution to any issues that you have. So like, that's not what I was saying here. It's like, I see a lot of people chats. I seen it in Boris chat, and you would, and the thing about it, like, that's how I ended it. Do you think someone who is of Boris's ilk, someone with Boris's stature and career in this space, wouldn't know what's best for him, wouldn't know when he doesn't need to change? So we're starting this video out, we're going to get into like, the actual gameplay and stuff like that, but I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about like, this obsession people have with trying to make it seem like you have to play, a different tactic whenever you lose. Like, you have to understand this. Different tactics perform differently, especially when you change up your formation with those tactics. When you constantly change your stuff around, you never learn what was wrong with the initial tactics that you had. You just jumping from one to another to another. You never learn the flaws. You never learn the strengths. And then you had like a lot of y'all, what y'all do is y'all have one failure. Like, y'all will play formation, y'all play with tactics, y'all have like a 7-game win streak, and then y'all lose, and y'all don't think about the fact that y'all are now 7-1. You're just thinking, I lost, gotta find a new formation. You're 7-1. Why are you changing formation at the 1 to 7 games and losing once? Even if you, like, let's go a little bit more realistic. Let's say you won 3, and you won 4, you had 3 draws, and you had 1 loss. You can look at those draws and that 1 loss as like, okay, I need to change my formation, I need to change my tactics. You don't have to keep changing your tactics formation. I saw this what was way back. Way back was struggling, like, just heavily struggling, and he would change his freaking formation and tactics again. He'll struggle again, and he changes formation and tactics again. And it's like, if you just stick to one, you have a better chance. Because the reason why you're losing games, the reason why you're struggling, isn't because of the formation that you're playing. It's actually because you don't understand what you're playing. Because you keep changing your tactics, you keep changing your formation. You don't understand what you're doing because your team isn't performing the way that you are used to, or that you want them to perform, because you're not using them to their best ability. Not every player fits every formation. Every player fits every tactic. Sometimes you have certain players who need a third midfielder, so you might need to play something that's not a 4-2-4 because you might have a player who kind of needs that. Like if you think about if you someone who have like an undersized team, you kind of need that balance of a third midfielder who is not undersized. Let's say you're playing Pedri and who's one else who's kind of like small, Angel Gomez or Angel Gomez. Let's say you're playing them, so you kind of want to have Rodri to balance out the lack of height that those guys have, like physicality that those guys have. You know, you want to run those two as your two midfielders in a 4-2-4. You use these 4-2-4s as what Boris is using in the video. You know, you have to. Like, I'm not saying you can't play more formation because I play more formation. Generally, you watch my videos. I'm usually using about 3 formations: the 4-5-1, the 4-3-3, and the 4-2-4. Most times it's the 4-3-3. Most times, and as before, the way my tactics are set up, my team plays the exact same way in both the 4-3-3 and the 4-5-1. They're both one striker setups, and they both have 3 midfielders. They both have 2 wingers. So they both, even though their formation is different, they play exactly the same, especially when it comes to how the tactics are the same. My tactics in my 4-5-1 is the exact same tactics from the striker to the keeper in the 4-3-3. You know, they're exactly the same. So they perform the same way. The difference is the midfield is more compressed. So, you know, there's a lot less room for my opponents to cut through, whereas the 4-3-3, it's a lot more space. So that's the difference between those two. So it's okay to have, you know, 2 or 3 formations that you can, you know, rely on. But if you're constantly freaking changing, you're not going to get better at the game. And you're also just going to be kind of like in a stagnant position of regression because you're not actually learning how to play. You have to find a formation that you can stick with and then learn how to play the game from there. Because if you learn how to play the game from there, then you'll know how to break down formations because you'll be used to facing other formations and you know which are the weak against. So like let's say you're playing a 4-2-4, you're playing against a formation that's good against a 4-2-4. You will know that because you played a 4-2-4. Like you play, okay, I tend to have harder games when I play against that formation. So you know you won't learn that if you're not sticking with a formation. You know, you just bunch jumping around and you always go back to like one that you're used to. Again, not take a shot at as way back, but using him as an example, he will use 4 different formations in one night and then go back to the 4-4-2, which is what he's used to. It's like maybe just stick with the 4-4-2. You know, like you gotta find something that you can stick with and you rely on. It's cool to try different things here and there, even when it comes to like, you know, people who do reviews like Inception. Inception has tactics he prefers to use. He doesn't use the tactics that he plays and uses in his videos. Why? Because it's a review. He's not telling you this is the best tactic in the game. This is what I use. He's telling you, hey, this is a good tactic. Check it out. Or hey, this is a bad tactic. Don't check it out. He does reviews of other people's tactics and shares it for money. You know, like he's making money off of it, which is okay. But he's not playing those formations in game all the time. He has preferred formations like most people have. Like Boris has a 4-2-4 he prefers. You know, Anders has his own his preferred formation. Olito has preferred formation. Everyone has a preferred formation that they want to stick with and that they use more often than not in their games. And if you watch their content, like when it comes to like the RTGs, watch your Twitch streams, you will see that formation tactics in all their videos because it's always there. You know, but let's get into today's video. I just want to start things off with this conversation and we'll talk about the team and things like that. All right, welcome to an episode of RTG. I hope you all enjoyed the Yappa session during the intro. But welcome to the channel. We're back on our main squad. In the previous video, we were on a backup squad because you know we sent we muddied our freaking roster during the Icon SPC. So you know we lost a good bit of our defensive support and our keepers. So we're back on shitty ass Harper Sanchez. But Rivals Rewards saved us. You know, we got our Rivals Rewards and it was good. We got some good rewards from Rivals. You know, and that allowed me to, you know, get done, finished. We literally just went right through from beginning to end thanks to Rivals Rewards. We packed Pedri in our Rivals Rewards too. So you know, that was nice. So we tried out Pedri, trying out Dunn, and I actually with Rivals Rewards, I didn't pack him, but I used Rivals Rewards monies to get Rodriguez because we needed a center back because you know like I said we didn't really have anybody other than Garcia, and I don't want to go too far backwards when it comes to the RTG. You know, players we need to get some evos so we can get Rodriguez and get Eric Garcia playing. But today's video we're going to play the 4-3-3 bracket 4. You know, my actual default formation. We'll show you the tactics in a second. We did change things up to fit the squad. The tactics aren't exactly the same as it used to because you know the midfield is what it usually is. It's like we've been trying out done on half winger. You know, I've never used half winger in this game before, so we're going to be trying that out. Pedro's gonna be a box to box, one's gonna be shadow striker, and also split is pretty much exactly the same. You know, poacher and side forward and side forward. We have Watt and instead of Yami Lamal for Kim, and just in general. So I just kind of like want someone who's a little bit more physical on the right side. Lamine does not have a lot of physical. Lamine's physical, it's like freaking 55, so you know he's easy to bully around. Watt has 82 physical, and I have a Hulk on her, which makes it even higher. So that'll be fun. But the way the bench is looking for here is we have Chrissy Mewis, Taylor Flint, my Diamond Rough, aka Makina Morris, who I bought because I had her card before and I really liked it, but I SBC'd that card because I needed to use the inform. But I bought it again because I was like, I really like that card. That card has potential when it comes to like an Evo. There's gonna be Evo that comes out with this card for this card, and I'm gonna really enjoy it at Evo because it's gonna make her super nice. Yes, the two-star skill moves. I'm not really a skiller. I'll do it sometimes, but I don't need her to have, you know, 4-star, and I'm barely freaking skilled, especially when it comes to someone who's playing as like a box-to-box player. But I definitely am pretty much holding on to this card for an Evo. She's very silky in game. Then we have Lamine, Diego DeLong, Eric Garcia. Our reward for, you know, throwing away half our freaking, I mean half, like 80% of our club got sent for Hernandez, and that's not what we wanted. We were hoping to get a keeper, hoping to get someone for on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, that's what the team's looking like. If you like I said, if you want to see the tactics, it's not much different from other than what I said. You know, we have Dunn on half winger and Pedro on bounce to box. Everyone else is playing exactly the same as always. Yetland is in instead of the law for Kim. And when it comes to like everything else, we're playing on balance and high, so we're playing the 70. So yeah, let's get into the gameplay.
Well, it's the hope of any player to make a bright start with their new club, and today is no exception.
Well, she'll certainly add some quality into that midfield because she...
That's an Ali Watt goal. Great ball movement from the team. Great ball movement.
Pirates know what they require, a quick response.
That movement is so necessary. Hitting A, come on, game. We're like bashing A right there, and the game just ignores it. Like, he scores off that. Like, we win the ball right there, and I'm literally bashing A to freaking pass the ball, and the game does not freaking pass the ball. That's 100% this game freaking fucking me over.
Very effective pass. Determined defending.
Great goal gets scored off this game fucking me. You have to love it, right?
Well, she really deserves credit for that challenge. And teammates around her.
Come on, I'm hitting Y. This game is like, oh my, you see the icon come up with Petri that I'm hitting freaking Y. It won't let me freaking pass the ball.
Oh, good looking run. But no damage done, that's the main thing. The way.
Come on, like, you can't punish people for freaking pulling players out of position. This game will not allow you to punish people for pulling players out of position. Because everything in this game is too fucking slow when it comes to freaking responses. He pulls me out of position, and I'm hitting the button to pass, and it just doesn't allow me because this game's responsiveness is fucking shit.
Can they hit on the break? Ali Watt. Plenty of support here.
He pulls me out of position, Morgan ties it up. This guy's been doing that the entire game, pulls me out of position. This game's responsiveness is so fucking slow, I haven't been able to punish him for it.
It's a lovely ball in behind, perfectly timed, and then what a strike.
This guy's not any good. You know, he scored 2 goals against my shitty keeper. Most of the reason why I'm not punishing this guy is because of freaking this game's like slow fucking like responsiveness. I think that's literally all it is. Get cooked. Jeez, dude. And what happens? He keeps pulling out of position, and he's getting just freaking beat that way. And also, this is Ali Watt without freaking being Evo. You don't need to Evo her for her to cook. Trust me, I know a lot about Ali Watt in this game. I have over 200 freaking games played with Ali Watt, and that's before freaking the Evo. Before y'all even freaking knew her fucking name, I was having games with her. Yeah, his entire game plan is just to get the ball to Katoto because he knows freaking, you know, my players aren't able to stop her. Dunn's been quiet in this game, but you know, we never used half winger before, so we don't fucking know how to freaking play her when it comes to half winger, at least. Bahamati move, it wouldn't, what? Oh my god, you see Bahamati right there for the rebound. It doesn't allow her to freaking move. It literally doesn't allow Bahamati to freaking move. It doesn't allow me to go for rebound with Bahamati. This game is so fucking rigged. This game is so rigged. This is a rigged video game. Oh my god, just can't get there. That's gonna be a tie because we couldn't get to the freaking ball, and then that ping pass with freaking Petri just didn't go. I want the ball to go to Lamine and didn't. We win this game if this game doesn't fuck me over. We literally had Bahamati for a guaranteed freaking goal for rebound, and it wouldn't freaking move with her. It wouldn't let me move Bahamati. Fucking stupid game. This game is so fucking scripted.
And both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
Same thing every game. Just you chasing down fucking Turam. Like, that's all you do is just chase Turam, chase Turam, chase Turam. If you don't got the freaking, like, I'm trying to go to Bahamati, dude. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this, man. And the thing about it is, he would just benefit from the game fucking you over. Like, that's the issue with it when it comes to, like, the delays and whatnot. Is it would be different if you had the delays and it's like nothing comes from it. But people literally, they're scoring off and getting like shots off your like you having delays. And the reason he gets that shot off is my player literally slows down so he can freaking look up and see the ball. Why does he do that? He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to freaking like look up. So my player literally slows down on purpose to look for the ball. Meanwhile, Turam's not looking for the ball at all. So if his player doesn't have to look for the freaking ball, why is my player looking for the ball? Here we go with the all-side trap spam. This is how the game's played. This game's played right now is basically just, you know, do lob passes for freaking goals and then just play for all sides. That's all you gotta do. That's literally all you're doing in this game. They just intentionally, like, they need to do something about all side traps in this game. Like I said, to me, it's not the all sides themselves that's broken. It's just how they're implemented. Why doesn't Swanson go on a run? Oh, I wanted Swanson on that pass because he pulls his player out of position, and he also does a slide tackle that leaves a completely open freaking hole in the freaking field. And we can't punish him for it because the AI doesn't go on a run.
Oh, that's a super piece of defending.
Just trying to go to freaking, what's the name?
Could be dangerous.
And right there, my player should just win that out. There's no reason my player should lose that. Why? Because he pulls his player out of freaking position, and I'm getting ready to freaking do a run. My player should be fast enough to get out of that situation and to go for the run, and punish him for his bad defensive mistakes. That's the issue with this freaking game right now. You cannot punish people for their defensive mistakes.
Well, they have room out wide, the Lions. Able to deal with the threat. Body in the way.
That's the issue. People make defensive fucking fuck ups, and you can't punish them for it because this game has such a delay and allows them to get back on freaking in position. I don't like. I'm telling you, like, I'm not joking with y'all. We played this game last on Tuesday. Every game I freaking played 5 games. No freaking foul calls in my favor. Played freaking today. This is like, I want to say maybe game 5, game 6. No foul calls. My players are getting freaking like thrown around like with like relative ease, and there's no calls.
Oh, nice ball.
Fucking over the top balls. That's a goal. But we nerfed freaking the lob pass ball. Like, what the fuck you didn't? You didn't nerf shit. If you nerf lob passes, people want to be doing the exact same thing with Toteram they've been doing since the SPC first came out. Which is basically just have them freaking on the counter attack, have them stand up top, and then just doing lob balls to them. People are getting unfreaking earned goals by just freaking lobbing the ball to freaking Toteram. We need someone. I feel like one of the issues we're having right now, we have no one that freaking in the midfield who can freaking just intercept the fucking ball. And we freaking put too much power on it. And that's the issue we have in the midfield. It's like there's no one in our midfield. See how it moved my player? Like, see how she moved? That's a goal for Swanson. Like, Ali Watt was going to the freaking ball, but she kind of like takes a left approach to the ball. I'm not pulling her to the left side. I'm trying to pull her closer to the freaking ball. But the game's letting me freaking move her to where I want to freaking move her to. That's an Ali Watt goal. You don't need her freaking Evo. She is very, very good without it, trust me. I know better than anyone how good Ali Watt is. I've been using her card ever since the Evo, not Evo, ever since the card came out. Not the Evo, the card. Over 200 games freaking played. Over 200 goals scored. Almost 200 assists, if not added 200 assists. I know better than anyone when it comes to Ali Watt. When her SPC first came out, I literally freaking posted like a montage of scoring with her on Instagram, and she freaking Ali Watt herself fucking liked it. Like the Instagram reel. Y'all just now getting on a freaking hype train. She was always good. You were like, well, it gets her 4-star. Like, you know, it's nice to have, sure. Like it's a privilege, not something that she needs. Because I'll tell you this right now, she's good without it. And I know she's good without it because I'm using her right now. And I've been using her since the SPC first came the fuck out. And she's been good without it the entire freaking time. Certain amount of freaking stars for your skill moves and shit. I get it because, you know, that's what you're dependent on. You can't freaking, you know, do build up plays and just actually freaking score. Some assists of Pedri, a goal from Morgan. And he's out of here. In case y'all think I'm kidding, I'm not. 214 games playing Ali Watt, 227 goals, 147 assists. Ain't fucking around, I'll tell you like how long I'm gonna use this freaking card and how much she been cooking. So y'all fucking know. Back into the gameplay. Yeah, move these fucking, like, I literally can't even see the freaking worm when I kick the ball to. Like, at all. Thanks, EA. I'm so glad that I can see the freaking screen. Oh my god, man. Everyone gets freaking lucky blocks and lucky freaking bounces. That's Alex Morgan goal. I don't know who this assist was. My brain is freaking fried and cooked, so I can't really pay attention too much. Like right there, if you gotta freaking punish him for that mistake he just made. I'm trying to go to like Watt, who's standing right next to me, game. Like, holy shit, dude. Watt is right next to me. I'm trying to go to freaking Watt.
That one's gone out. Throw in to come.
You can't pass people who are directly fucking next to you.
Morgan.
That's 2 goals to Alex Morgan.
And it's one that tightens their grip on this game.
I don't care how much freaking money, IRL money, spending your fucking defense. You give me space for taking a freaking shot. Oh my god, it switched me off.
And the ball has changed hands. Lovely incisive ball.
Great build-up play and leads to Ali Watt goal.
3-goal lead and the win almost guaranteed.
Did a nice little steal. He tried to make a play up to the Throm. He steal the ball. Passes to Swanson. Laid off the freaking Watt.
And then through on goal, she decides to go for power. Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. And you have to say, it was a good finish.
Like, look at how long it took for her to pass. I hit A to pass the ball the second he went for that freaking tackle and failed. That's a Crystal Dunn goal. Get out of here. All right, boys, outro time. Probably the worst FC day I've ever had playing this game. Remember, I didn't start playing this game online. Keyword there is online until February of last year. It was just shit. I had 3 draws. Mind you, no, I had 4 draws today. I had 3 draws on Tuesday, which is the last day I played the freaking game. We had 4 draws today. We had 2 wins today. We had 1 loss. And I don't know. And the thing about it, here's the thing about the draws. Like, the loss is whatever. You know, it was a game where I literally just couldn't string anything together, and dude was offside, not offside. Freaking, he was doing the kickoff glitch, and I just eventually just left. It's like, I'm not gonna stop the freaking kickoff glitch. I know there's a way to do it, but yeah, it was just too little too late, and I just didn't care anymore. But it came to the draws, and those are all winnable games where I just kept getting screwed. You know, getting screwed by freaking delays. Especially, like, there was moments where, like, I would have an open shot at net, my player won't shoot. I hit B to shoot, they don't shoot. I hit B to, like, and there was like one where I hit B to shoot, but instead of shooting, my player tries to dribble further up. It's like, why? I didn't do anything other than hit B. I'm not hitting any other buttons. I'm not moving my left stick or anything like that. I'm just hitting B to shoot, and she won't shoot. She's moving further ahead. When it comes to the formation was fine. I really need to like, I need to stop doing SBCs and just commit to actually getting a better keeper, because Sanchez is shit. He's such a bad keeper. You know, he's good when you're like Div 6, Div 7, Div 8, maybe even Div 5. But like after that, you can't have an 83 keeper. Like, you just can't. Especially someone of his skill, where he doesn't have very good positioning. His speed's okay. You know, he's 6'6", like that's kind of like the draw to him, but like his height is relevant. I've used 5'9" keepers who've done better than him at defending freaking, you know, shots that a 6'6" keeper should have an easy time dealing with. He's shit. So you can like actually just go ahead and just buy a new keeper instead of just, you know, sitting on him. Pause. But the reason why we had to stake in, we put him into an SBC, because like I said, I've been doing SBCs, and that's kind of like, I sent the farm to do the icon SBC, and all we got out of it was freaking a striker who I'm freaking using, because we have Morgan. I would much rather use Morgan than Luis Hernandez. As for Rodriguez, he's okay. I don't think he's someone who you start. I feel like he has like decent stats when it comes to like the 88 defense, 83 physical. You know, decent stats. He's not special. He is on 1 chem, so you know, you do have to take that into consideration. I do think I think in this game more than last year, you need to have your players on full chem for them to actually perform correctly when it comes to their AI. I think this game intentionally, keyword here is intentionally, they intentionally have your players perform poorly when they're not on chem. And it's dumb that chem is so complicated. Not even say complicated, but he has 1 chem for La Liga, and it's like, come on, like seriously. You think about like how many La Liga players I have in my squad. You know, we have Robin, we have Pedri. That's 2, right? We should at least have 2 chem. 1 chem will have 2 La Liga players in the squad. You know, I thought about switching to a Swedish keeper, but it actually doesn't. I don't even get a positive chem off the Swedish keeper. That's Swedish or Swiss? Switzerland. I don't know. I think it's Switzerland, not Swedish. Yeah, that's Switzerland. My brain's fried today. Like, if you've seen you watching this gameplay, you know, and I should listen, because I was watching Boris this morning. That's not the clip that y'all saw, but I was watching Boris live stream, and someone in the chat was like, "Gameplay is very, very bad today. Be warned." He was right. Gameplay is very, very bad today. As for Dunn, she was fine. We used her on half winger. She got 1 goal today. Everything else is more so just her playing defense and you know, being kind of like an in-between connection between the midfield and other chance creations. Like we'll get the ball to her from our defense, and then lay it off to like Swanson would lay it off to freaking Watt or Bonmati, who would then pass it to Morgan for a score, or I'll just take the ball with Watt or Bonmati and score from there. Pedri's okay. I feel like Pedri, he's in like a weird situation where, you know, he doesn't really fit the game right now, in my opinion, because I feel like the way he's formatted is decent, but like they have him kind of set to be a defender, but it's like you don't really want to play him in that aspect. Like I don't want to put Pedri as a deep line playmaker. You know, like I don't see him as like that role. I kind of want him to be like a box to box or, you know, the playmaker plus, but more so box to box. But they don't have him as a plus on that. His playstyles are fine. The reason why I don't see him like they want you to play defense with Pedri, but like he has no defending playstyle pluses. He has the playstyles for, you know, someone who's going to be creating chances, so playmaker makes sense, and so does box to box. But that's about it. But you know, he's okay. I feel like if the issue I'll say, here's what I'll say about this particular lineup. This lineup right here is not cohesive in the midfield. But what I mean by that is all three of these midfielders are great. They're all phenomenal. But the problem is they all kind of play the exact same role. You know, they're both, you know, three people who are basically just playmakers, and that's it. Like, yeah, Duns can play defense, but if you think about like how you're playing them though, they're all kind of playing exactly the same. No one is playing holding. So therefore, you know, there's no real defending going on in the midfield other than just, you know, me mainly defending. Like there's no, like I don't allow AI to begin with, but if I were to allow AI, none of these midfielders are gonna be someone who I can rely on for the AI to just do the job for me, and that's noticeable. You know, it's noticeable more so not in the build up, but more so in transition or possession change. That's when it's noticeable that the midfield was lacking a defensive body who can get interceptions, essentially. That's kind of what I want to point out. Like I know we're yapping, but that's what's missing. The midfield is missing someone who can get interceptions. You know, like if you pass the ball through this midfield, it's going to go off because none of these people have intercept plus or intercept. You know, no one has intercept plus, no one has intercept. I think Bamati actually has intercept. No, she doesn't. So you know, if you bat like all three of these midfielders, no one has a single defensive play style. Think about that. Not a play style plus. A single defensive play style, none of them have it. Even though she has 80 defense, you would think she'd give her 1. 77 defense, you think they give her 1. 72 defense, who they also have listed. He's listed by default as a CDM. No defensive play styles. So I feel like that's the issue. We mostly did this midfield. I knew it would be a problem. When I put this team together, I knew it would be an issue. But I wanted to try out Dunk. We literally just finished her. And we packed Pedri in our Ramos rewards. So it's like, all right, I want to use him too. But when it comes to like how we'll run things from here on out, we'll probably have one of them on the bench. Probably freaking Pedri, maybe. Like we might have Pedri be like someone who comes in for Bonmati off the bench. You know, I think that'd be solid. We'll see. We'll see what we do. It could be done, but it'll probably be Pedri. But as for everything else, the rest of the squad did okay. You know, Muller's really, really good. Swanson's great. Morgan's Morgan. You know, Ali Watt, I said it more than once in this video. Delalt, solid. Robin, he's inconsistent, but mostly pretty good. The bench barely got used. You know, we barely had to use our bench. I think we used Lamine like once or twice. I don't remember. But the bench barely got used. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Good luck in your games. Have some fun. Enjoy yourselves. Don't be a bitch. AKA don't run bitch tactics. Don't freaking, you know, play for counter. Just sit your defensive line all the way freaking back and just do lob balls to freaking what's his face. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm gonna do my live stream. Play some Call of Duty Blackouts on. You'll see this video on a Friday, so Friday we play Blackouts, but it's recording on a Thursday. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one out of here. Deuces.